Oil trains. Many moons before the Keystone XL was rejected, fossil fuel companies had their sights set on the Pacific Northwest as an export point for crude oil, fracked gas, and coal, bound for Asia and beyond. As noted, the Marcellus Shale on the East Coast has made places like Cove Point another mouth-watering spot for export. But now that Congress has lifted the ban on exporting crude oil, the industry is throwing their full weight behind upping the oil-by-rail business in order to export more filth. To give you an idea of where they're ramping it up from, in the past 6 years, oil by rail in the U.S. has increased 4,111%. And as Eric Ross from Backbone Campaign further explains, one proposed new oil export infrastructure project will result in more than 300 mega-oil tankers annually, each transporting more than 3 times as much oil as was spilled in the Exxon Valdez spill. Just traveling underneath the city of Seattle, there can be more than 750 oil trains a year, with 100 cars each. The Wall Street Journal estimated that each tank car carries crude oil with the energy equivalent of 2 million sticks of dynamite. A U.S. Department of Transportation analysis predicted over 192 derailments over the next 2 decades due to this increase. In other words, the trains will derail, and when they do, the equivalent of 2 million sticks of dynamite will derail with them. Not to mention the toxic impact of crude oil on land, water, humans, plants, and animals. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? And under the city of Seattle, talk about a densely fucking populated area. To give you an idea, take a look at this oil train blast map outlining the coast of Seattle. The red indicates the necessary evacuation area, about a half mile across. The yellow indicates the impact area, double that. Needless to say, if these projects go through, it's just a matter of time before Seattle, and really any other fucking community on the path of the oil train, gets hit hard with toxic explosives. And that is a point that Eric wants to make clear. The truth is, any community where there is current or new fossil fuel extraction and transportation infrastructure is now a frontline community, and an opportunity for us to assert our values and demand the future we deserve. A future that secures equity, justice, and affirms the well-being of all. The Pacific Northwest is one of the places where we most poignantly see the conflict between these two worlds and ideologies collide. It's going to take people stepping into their courage out of complacency and building the power of we the people to win. Fucking men, Eric, fucking men. To step into that courage, check out the group that Eric organizes for, Backbone Campaign. You've heard us mention them before. A fantastic artful activism group that does everything from banner drops to paper mache heads. They have activist trainings and action camps, and of course, a long list of direct actions to take part in, including one of my favorites, projections. You can check out 350.org and Rising Tide as well, 2 other organizations that have also been leading the direct action initiative against these oil train plans, corresponding pipelines, and export centers.